All right, folks, holiday break is over. Okay. It's back to news. It's back to reality. No more fun, no more parties. Of course, until New Year's next week. But in the meantime, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. For example, the president of the United States behaving like a rabid teenager going through a bad breakup on Christmas Day. You know, it's not a holiday in the United States if Donald Trump doesn't somehow ruin it with whatever the hell it is he does on Truth Social. It's what he does. It's not like that is now one of the biggest holiday traditions in the United States. And it doesn't matter what the holiday, like it could be Groundhog Day. And he's going to wake up and be like, "Happy Groundhog Day to all the haters and losers and the scumbag pieces of crap." Um, he does it on Easter. He does it on Thanksgiving. 4th of July, of course, Christmas. And yesterday he really went above and beyond. He woke up in a bad mood on Christmas morning. And I'm assuming it's because the three ghosts kept him up all night. But either way, he woke up early hours in the morning and got on Truth Social and just started posting. Just absolutely blitzkrieg of Donald Trump posts on Truth Social to the tune of nearly 150 individual posts by the 79-year-old cognitively declining president of the United States on Christmas Day. Now, before we get into the content of the posts, let's talk about just the action itself. 150 posts on Christmas Day. Did anybody else out there have time to post 150 times on social media yesterday? I mean, unless you were uploading 150 photographs of your family's, holiday traditions, the answer is no, you didn't. Because you're not psychotic, but more importantly, you have a family that loves you. Okay? So it doesn't matter if you were celebrating Christmas yesterday or if you had previously been celebrating Hanukkah or whatever it is you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, you probably spent time with friends or family, or you spent it just relaxing and resting. Trump doesn't have anybody in his life that genuinely cares about him. I don't know if you saw the video of him at the Christmas Eve Mar-a-Lago dinner, but he was sitting there all alone by himself, didn't even have his phone out to play games, looking like a sad little boy with no friends, because that is what he is. I mean, his only friend in the world died back in 2019 as he was awaiting his trial. And since then, Trump has formed no meaningful relationships, nor had he, prior to that, other than Epstein. He has nobody in his life. His wife hates his life. His wife hates him. Like, clear as day, his wife hates him. His kids waiting for him to kick the bucket so that they can take over in a, succession type thing. Nobody wants him around. Nobody likes him. And that is why he spent Christmas Day, instead of celebrating with the grandkids, instead of, getting ready for the big old feast of the day, he's on social media because that's all he has. That's the only place where people still love him, or at least he can filter it out to where he only sees people that love him. Let's get into the comments of this, all right? Because I really, this man is just unhinged. And what gets me about the posting here is that it's not even coherent. Like, there's no theme throughout all of it. Like, if it's 150 different posts where he's like, "Hey, here's 150 things I learned this year. Here's 150 random facts." No, it's 150 shotgun blasts of bullshit just going out to the American public like crazy. In the early hours of Thursday, Christmas Day, the president shared a flurry of posts, many of which amplified baseless claims made by his allies and fans. It's unclear if Trump published the post himself or if he was in bed after attending a holiday dinner at Mar-a-Lago with his wife and father-in-law, then wishing a Merry Christmas to everyone, including radical left scum. The president's posts were filled with many breathless claims, including a video of longtime Trump pal Rudy Giuliani baselessly stating that 315,000 votes had been added to Joe Biden's tally in Fulton County, Georgia. Trump followed that up by reposting a baseless claim by a user called Wall Street Apes about the 2020 election in Michigan being rigged, then boosting a conspiracy theory from comedian Roseanne Barr that the COVID pandemic was a Democratic plot to push mail-in ballots to hurt Trump's re-election chances. The president shared a video of White House Deputy Chief of Staff and noted Dracula Stephen Miller ranting about Somali immigrants. Trump then continued to his attacks on Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, who was born in Somalia, along with a video of former Fox News host Megyn Kelly calling Omar's citizenship into question. Trump demanded, quote, throw her out of the U.S. now. He shared a Fox News interview in which Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick bizarrely claimed that because of the 4.3% growth in the gross domestic product in the third quarter of the year, all Americans are going to make 4.3% more money. Whew. Not to mention, we did not have 4.3 GDP growth in the third quarter of this year. This administration is straight up lying about GDP so that we're not officially in a recession. GDP, based on every other number available, the rising unemployment, the job layoffs in the country, the rising prices, the decline in wages, the decline in government spending, all of that indicates we're in negative GDP, by the way. It's impossible to have massive GDP growth because 4.3% is friggin' huge. Like, we don't see that typically when the economy is humming along just fine. But when all of the other indicators are negative, there is no possible way for GDP growth to be positive. Like, that's not possible. So do not believe anything this administration says about GDP growth or numbers whatsoever. They are lying, and they're not even making it a believable lie, which is probably the thing that pisses me off the most about it. But this is unhinged behavior. I mean, imagine for a moment if Biden, because we always got to do that. Like, if Biden had done it, if Biden had ever in a single day, let alone a holiday, but just a regular day, if Biden posted 150 times on social media, the entire world would be saying, no, that guy is mentally disturbed. He has dementia. He needs to be removed from office today. For Trump, this is just another day. This isn't even the only day this month where he's posted more than 100 times on Truth Social in a day. Not even the first one. But this is lunatic, get the butterfly nets out, put him in a padded room crap that we're dealing with now with the president of the United States. He's insane. Like, I genuinely believe that this man has dementia that has advanced so far that he's insane. I do not trust his brain whatsoever because it continues to get noticeably worse by the week. It's not just like, okay, well, 3 months ago, he seemed a little better and now he maybe seems a little worse. It's you can look at the week by week progression, acceleration of this mental decline that this man is suffering from. You can document it. You look at a video of him a week ago compared to Christmas Day posting spree, and you're like, you know what? He wasn't as crazy back then, but now he is. And a week prior to that would have been the same thing. But that is what we're dealing with. There's a super chat here I want to get to. Thank you very much, by the way. This is from Fergie, who says, happy holidays, Farron. Hoping the Packers have a good playoff run this year. Me too. Playing the Ravens tomorrow, you know, without Lamar Jackson. So maybe because we may not have Jordan Love. I don't know if he's cleared concussion protocol. So we'll see. But yes, I hope they do. It's one of those things, though. The guy has always been stupid AF, says Pale Horse 6250. Yes, he has. Like, and again, when I say that, I don't mean it as an insult. I genuinely mean it that I believe firmly that Donald Trump is not an intelligent person, right? He doesn't have intelligence. He doesn't have logic. He's very good at manipulating people. He's an extraordinary con man. But intelligence, knowledge, logic, those things, he doesn't have it. It's not there. He's not smart. Just Too Damn Honest says, what we saw at Mar-a-Lago was the sight of a man who realizes that he will die alone, and where he goes next is hell. No notes. Perfect comment. Love it. He was all alone and terribly wired, says another user here. Yeah, I think he was. Like, and by the way, when we saw him deliver his economic address, I definitely think he was wired on something, whatever. The same people that always used to say, like, they inject Biden full of all these cocktail of drugs to get him crazy and he can do speeches. No, they did that to Trump last week, and it was very obvious. A user says, what gets me is Trump ran on Biden not getting anything done. Trump sure does claim he's cleaning up a mess from someone who's done nothing. That's an excellent point, too. I love that. Tough to have knowledge when you paid someone else to take all your exams. Stop making excuses for Trump. This is who he is and who he will always be. I don't know who's making excuses for. Let these unhinged rants be part of his presidential legacy. I've given up that this administration will actually get better in the following years. You've given up that they're going to get better. Why? What? No, don't ever think they were going to get better. Battleships. Yeah, that's another weird thing that's come up. He wants these like Trump named battleships. It's all crazy, but it's all part of this. He knows he's not going to be around for much longer. He needs to build a legacy. His legacy obviously can't be economic. So he wants everything that can be named after him. And honestly, I don't think we're far off from seeing the real push. He's teased it for years, but seeing the real push to put his big dumb face on Mount Rushmore. I think obviously more fitting to go put it on Red Rock, so at least matches his fake skin tone. But that's going to happen. He is absolutely going to make a big push to get his face carved in stone. It's gross. Posted Trump's insane post on my Facebook for Christmas, prefaced with some of you voted for this garbage. I love it. Do it. Remind people that they picked this. Like, this is your guy. The one who is having this unhinged meltdown on Christmas Day, just absolutely being a lunatic for no reason. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it. It's just a thing that he did because it's who he is as a horrible, pathetic loser of a person. And that's what we all need to realize. Everything Trump does, from wanting to name everything after himself, from wanting a third term to all of it. And of course, criticizing or declaring any media outlet that attacks him a national security threat. It's all because he's a pathetic loser. He has the most fragile ego we have ever seen of anybody sitting in the Oval Office. And we have to start referring to him as this pathetic loser. It's one of his favorite insults for other people, but he uses it because he knows that's what he is. You can't look at this man when he is around other people other than his cabinet and tell me that he's not a loser. Nobody likes him. Nobody genuinely likes the guy. Nobody wants to be around him. I'm reminded of that video from like a week or two ago when I believe it was the Italian prime minister. She's behind him while he's talking, and then suddenly you see her face like she smells something horrific. And like all the people on social media were like, yeah, he just crapped his pants. And the worst part is that's not the first time that Trump was on video, like clearly crapping himself. He did it on Fox News a couple months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know, but you could see Steve Doocy like start to do this and lean away from Trump, who was right next to him. He's just an elderly, demented man that literally can't stop pooping himself. And he's a pathetic loser. Yes, oops, I crap my pants SNL skit. That's that's what came to my mind too, because I do think we're watching this man, like not just his brain, his body is literally and figuratively crapping out on us. It's going downhill and downhill fast. And we've had reports from people over the years that are like, yeah, he smells bad. Like he smells like he may have had an accident. And I know that's a weird thing for us to kind of get on the topic of, but it does all tie into his health. He can't control his bodily functions anymore. And typically, once you hit the point of the bodily functions almost shutting down on you, that means like clock's ticking here. You're in the final stretch. So I don't think that Trump running for a third term is ever a threat to us. I don't think he's going to make it to the end of this one. I really don't. And if he does, he's going to be a blubbering, poop-covered pile of jello. Like, he's not going to be capable of doing anything on his own. He's not going to be able to get himself dressed. He's not going to be able to walk. He's going to just be a useless lump of crap sitting alone in a room, hopefully with tears rolling down his face. I mean, that's what he deserves. And honestly, it kind of looks like that's where he's headed. Proud Canadian here. TikTok mother effer. Yep. Not running fast enough for me. Look, we're not going to wish anything on anybody, of course. That's the kind of thing that'll get you on a horrible list that you don't want to be on. But yeah, I don't think this guy really has much time left. Mentally, physically, all of it. This guy is absolutely on his way out based on all of the indicators. And for the record, if you haven't seen the video of the prime minister behind Trump, like start to do that, please go find it. In fact, on YouTube after this, just type in like Trump poops himself. I know it's a weird thing, but you're going to find all of the other ones too. So there's a fun little homework task for everybody. Go type that in. Sorry, this is kind of going off the rails a little bit today, but I got to tell you, I'm exhausted. I slept phenomenally last night, but obviously after a very exhausting day, had over 30 members of the family here. So I'm very tired, maybe a little delusional from that. But we're now on the topic of Trump defecating upon himself on live television multiple times. Not in one sitting, obviously, multiple different times. It's not like he just kept doing it. Maybe he did keep doing it. I don't even know at this point. But yes, thank you. So he says, oh my God, I just looked this up. I'm so sorry for getting us so off topic today. But again, it's the holidays. My brain is still in holiday mode, I guess. SCB says, yes, there are pictures of him with poopy pants. Just too damn honest, says Trump is truly sundowning and it will only get worse. That is true as well. And honestly, the whole sundowning thing, typically with regard to somebody's mental health, that's what starts it. That is the indicator, right? And a lot of it really does have to do with they can be sharp as a tack at the beginning of the day. And then as the day goes on, mentally, physically, they get worse. That is why it's called sundowning. We saw it with Biden, right? Biden, during that absolutely god-awful, horrific debate, that was late at night. Like, he was done. The next morning, I think it was like 10 a.m., he's doing a rally in North Carolina. You never would have known that night before it even happened. He was sharp. He was quick. He was coherent. He was just boom, 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 able to do it all. It was literally night and day difference. And that's what was happening to Biden too. Super chat here from Softer Taco says, So much for the no wars president. Yes, in case anybody didn't know this, yesterday Donald Trump decided to start bombing Nigeria because ISIS, which is weird because actually Donald Trump had claimed during his first term he totally wiped out ISIS. In fact, on his little plaque in the White House in the Walk of Fame, it actually says he wiped them out. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. And then on Christmas, he's like, we have to bomb Nigeria. I did it already. They bombed. I killed them all. But you already had claimed to kill them all. So we got armed conflict now with the United States in Nigeria, actively bombing. We've got the another oil tanker obviously been seized. Potential war with Venezuela. It really kills me. A lot of these influencers, you know, the ones who had been on the left and then they became a little more conservative. They all kept telling us Trump's the guy that's not going to start wars. You know, Democrats are warmongers. Trump's not going to do it. I mean, he's on par almost, not quite, obviously, but with George W. Bush at this point. With the new countries he's bombing, with the countries he's threatening to invade and engage in regime change. All of those people have been exposed, all those influencers who were talking like that last year, and y'all probably know the folks I'm talking about, they have been exposed as not only big dumb morons who you shouldn't ever listen to because they're not smart, but they're genuinely hypocritical because they wanted to cash in on this, oh, conservatives making a lot of money, I'll go over here and do this. Well, now you just look as dumb as you sound. Super chat here from Ed Beatty Jr. Thank you. Says, will Trump's children follow in his footsteps to run for president? Barron will. Eventually, Barron Trump will. The other two can't. They're dumb. They don't have his charisma. They don't have his ability to manipulate people. Barron Trump 100% will run for president when he gets old enough. And by then, by the way, we will have had enough time pass from the end of this Trump term, whenever it ends, to Barron, 17, 20, maybe even 30 years down the road running for president. People will have forgotten how bad his dad was, and he will run for president, I promise you. V-Man, super chat, thank you, says Farron, this is important for women in Florida. The governor of Puerto Rico has begun the process of undoing abortion access in the island with a bill recognizing personhood for the unborn. Chat's going to continue in the next one. But I'll read that when it comes through. So that is important. Anybody in Puerto Rico, anybody traveling to Puerto Rico, because as V-Man's kind of pointing out here, we do have people in Florida that do travel to Puerto Rico for that. The MAGA governor of Puerto Rico banning it. Super chat from Corey Zeck. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yes, that is something, everybody get that on your radar. These attacks on women's reproductive freedom are not stopping. They're intensifying. They are getting worse. We are seeing more of it. V-Man continues, says, I am well aware, many women in Florida and the Caribbean travel to Puerto Rico for access to abortion care. Thank you very much, by the way, for the super chats, but most importantly, thank you for the information there to share with everybody. Definitely something everybody needs to have on their radar here. Paula Trigg, super chat, thank you, says, my supervisor told me she read at the rate he's going, he maybe had 8 months left. We could start a pool, everybody put in $5, pick your date, winner gets it all. No, that's a little, we're not going to do that. We're not going to wish it on anybody. But if you want to do it with your friends, obviously I can't stop you. Could be fun. Could be a good way to earn some cash. Super chat from P. Sawwasser. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't know where the initials are. So I kind of sound like an idiot, but thank you for that, guys. Listen up. Don't forget, everybody. By the way, if you're not subscribed, please do. We also encourage everybody, please share all the videos. We want to make sure that the word is getting out there, that people are staying informed. Obviously, with the attacks on the media, it's going to be a lot harder to stay informed. Trump already threatened this week, and I got a segment coming up on it tomorrow, that we're going to have some really big changes to the media. So make sure you're sharing everything. Super chat from SE8448. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, and that one's in pounds. So that's awesome. our overseas international viewers. We always appreciate that. Here is one last thing I want to say, and then I'm going to wrap it up. A lot of great content coming up throughout the rest of the day. Some Q&As, some really good info coming at you. And if you're not already, please do follow me across social media at Farron Balanced. Doesn't matter the platform, type in at Farron Balanced. If it's there, it's me. If it's not, I'm not. So that's always a fun way to keep up. You can see fun pictures of me and my dogs on Instagram, as well as, of course, political content. The Facebook page, always a great place to go to if Facebook happens to be your platform of choice. For regular social media type posting, I am no longer on Twitter. Do not follow me over there. Go to Blue Sky. That is the only place I post Twitter style. So go over there. I am on Threads, but I'm not really active over there. It is linked to my Instagram, however, so anything that goes on Instagram goes to Threads. So yeah, listen, I hope everybody has had a wonderful week, regardless of what you celebrate, regardless of if you celebrate. I hope you've taken time for yourself, unplugged a little bit, just chill, right? Just kind of pull your head out of everything and relax for a bit. That's what we all need. I hope everybody took the time to do it. And if you didn't, start right now, right? The rest of the day, just say, nope, I'm unplugging. I'm going to chill with a book. I'm going to go sit outside. I'm going to go play with the dogs. I'm going to hang out with the kids and play with their presents, or maybe the kids are still asleep and you're just going to play with the presents because you got some really cool stuff. Whatever it is, take time to yourself. Take care of yourselves. Tune in to the rest of the videos throughout the day, throughout the weekend. I will be back with you live on Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central. Sorry if I seem a little just kind of today. Again, it's been a hell of a week. I'm going to go relax. So one more super chat says, I wish YouTube would fix it so I can listen to you while my screen's off on members only videos. I even have YouTube Premium. Yeah, that's a big flaw. That drives me crazy too. I really, really don't like that. And YouTube, fix it. We want it fixed. We need it fixed. Thank you all so much. How's Aspen? Aspen, I think she's not feeling well this morning, actually. She didn't eat. So one of the things I am going to do is call the vet, make sure she's okay. Just anytime they don't eat, it freaks me out, but she's not acting lethargic. And other than that, she is wonderful. Hannah's great. Atlas and Judge are doing just everything they can. As soon as they find some mud outside, because it's been very, very wet here, they're just rolling in it. So they're getting bathed like every day now. And it's becoming exhausting. But they're puppies, and that's what puppies do. Anyway, happy holidays, everybody. Go, relax, chill, do whatever. I will see you Monday morning, 9 a.m.